Good evening, Wasato. My name is Odin Fumazo. It's great pleasure to welcome you to another edition of Future Ambassador. This program is specially designed for the youth of our nation. This program provides a platform for us to seek to educate, entertain, and provide information, not only on campus but at society at large. Why Future Ambassador? The future of Nigeria lies in the youth of Nigeria. The future of Nigeria lies in the hands of our youth. Our actions, our ideas, our knowledge today shape the destiny of tomorrow. This program has two interesting segments. The first segment is all about the campus gist. The second segment is the talk session. On campus gist, we give you updates direct from campuses, e.g., matriculation day, convocation, and other activities on campus. And on the talk, we dive into real conversation that matter in our society and also among Nigerian youth. If you are just joining this is Future Ambassador, relax. We are just started. So we are going to musical break. And before we back, you'll meet one of my colleagues that will give you updates on campus. Stay Future Ambassador. The future lies in our hands.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment. Reading my cooler, yo. Wanna make love on the moon, dancing to my tunes. Is it too much? It's not too much. I wanna be on Forbes list if wishes were horses. Is it too much? It's not too much. If I want money, me, I do what dance I got to say. If I want money, me, I'ma buy my shoto, I'ma buy my foya, I'ma buy me. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah. I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah.
Hello, I'm a student across Nigeria. I am blessed in Adewiyi and welcome to Campus Chase, when we talk about an exciting story that will inspire you, blow your minds, and make you proud as a student. So sit back and enjoy. Preston International School install new private. We begin at Preston International Nursery and Primary School, where the school held its third private installation ceremony for the year 2025/2026 academic section. The event themed leadership with courage, service with integrity. Begin with joyful processional hymn, all things bright and beautiful. Present at the ceremony were the directors, president, and the students. All gathered to witness the symbolic handover of leadership. Proprietress Mrs. Fumi Ajayi encouraged the new private to lead with courage and integrity. Sharing 5 guiding principles of true leadership, Principal Felice Jegede inspired the students to be humble like Jesus, honest like David, faithful like Daniel, and exemplary like Timothy. Outgoing President Wiloluwa Samaye handed over the staff of office to incoming President Best Man Adeyanju and Vice President Oluwadaini Feyikemi, who both pledged to serve with excellence and unity. Now that is leadership in action, not just about badged, but about service, encourage, and impact. FUNAB impresses Tech for Nigeria. Next up, Abeokuta. A delegation from Tech for Nigeria, TFN, visited the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAB, during their 2025 Pre-Service Training Institute, and they were highly impressed. They praised FUNAB for its stable power supply, serial learning environment, and comfortable accommodation, which all contributed to a smooth and successful training. TFN even expressed interest in engaging FUNAB lecturer as facilitator of future programs and confirming they will back in 2026. That is another win for FUNAB, where excellence truly lives. Education District 3 trumps in Lagos. From Abeokuta, we speed down to Lagos, and the vibe here are electric. Education District 3 has done it again. Imagine overall winner in the just concluded Yoruba language competition. Ìdíje àríyànjiyàn ti ìpele secondary kékeré. Ekpe Junior Grammar School representing the district wowed the judges with their brilliancy, creativity, and teamwork. Tutor General T.R. Osinaike Olusegun Olawale congratulated the students and teachers and presented a tablet to the teacher who trained the winning team. So then take note, teamwork and dedication always pay off. Unilag clarify free rumors. Now let's out to Unilag, where there has been a bit of confusion lately about fee, but relax, there is the fact. There is no new increase in undergraduate fee. The recent adjustments simply reflect the inclusion of approved faculty and departmental deals, now integrated into one single payment system following NFON directive. So students, no panic, no hiding charges, just one transparent process. Federal Polytechnic Ilaro honor QS Hawolesi over to Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, where the academic board held at valedictory session for QR JAB. Hawolesi, outgoing dean of the School of Environmental Study, acting rector Dr. Mrs. C.B. Iro Doro described him as a visionary leader, dedicated mentor, and true team player. He served in several positions, including head of department, director for industrial licensing, and dean of school. The great career indeed, full of impact, excellence, and inspiration. Line 2N at SEAL Innovation Lab. Now buckle up because this next story is about digital empowerment. At SEAL Innovation Lab, 118 young Nigerians are currently undergoing training in the Learn 2N program, an initiative designed to equip them with global relevant digital skills. The program takes participants from online tests to boot camps and 2 years of paying employment with local and international firms, learning and earning at the same time. By 2026, Bajuleki is set to become a major hub for digital skills and youth empowerment. FUTA leads in AI and STEM innovation. Finally, we touched down to Akure, where FUTA is flying high in innovation and technology. To mark the International Day of Statistics, FUTA students visited United CAC High School, teaching young Nena the value of data and STEM careers. That is not all. FUTA was also crowned AI School of the Year 2025 at Data Science Nigeria AI Post Camp. The university received a $1,000 grant to set up a mini AI library, a great boost of innovations and research. That is all for Campus Gist for this week.
Welcome back from the campus gist. Stay relaxed. We are going to musical break. This is your program, Future Ambassador. Tune in today, shipping tomorrow. If you're just joining, this is Future Ambassador live from the studio of IJEBU. Now we dive into the second segment when we discuss issues that matter in our society. You know, we don't just talk, we don't just ask questions, we think, we dive into the real conversation on the power of mentorship in academics and career growth. In the world where everything is full of distraction, how can we youth that are in position that want to aim higher will take a first step on choosing mentorship? You know, mentorship can plays a role in human being life, not only on academic alone, but on career growth. So we're diving into the conversation. Joining me in studio, I have a person of good personality, the vice chairman of stakeholder of Unsansa Department 2024 to 2025 section. You keep rushing. Welcome, Sister Blessing Hilary. Welcome to the program. So
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
for honoring the program.
You're welcome.
So now we dive into the conversation. What does the mentorship truly means beyond giving advice?
Now, mentorship is not giving advice. That's the mistake. Mentorship is not giving advice. Mentorship is guidance, it is accountability. Mentorship is your ability to be accountable to someone superior to you and be willing to learn at all cost. That is mentorship. It is not about giving advice. I can give you advice and not mentor you. But when you are accountable to me, wherein I can guide every step you take, that is mentorship.
So thank you so much. How is important mentorship is in the role of students and professional who want to become a leader?
Now, every young person should have a mentor in their lives. They should have someone that they can look up to and can call them to order. The purpose of mentorship is for accountability and for orderliness. You need to have someone that can tell you this thing you are doing, it is wrong, or this thing you are doing, there are better ways to do it. You need to have someone that can push you to bring out the best in you. So mentorship is very important and very crucial for every student and young professional that want to discover their potential.
Okay, so you talking about mentor. So what are the characteristics of choosing a mentor and what are the characteristics or attributes of a mentee?
Now, I like that question because that's one question I often like to answer. Now, I used to tell people when you want to choose a mentor, don't choose someone you don't have access to physically. Now, there's a place of role model and there's a place of mentor. A role model is someone you look from afar and desire or aim to be like. But your mentor should be someone you can access at any point in time. And your mentor should be someone that you can see yourself replicated in. If you want to have a mentor, have someone that, oh, I want to be like this person. I can see myself in this person. I might not basically be like her, but I see myself becoming something she has envisioned. Now, for being attribute of a mentee, the truth is everybody gets busy nowadays. So nobody wants to waste time mentoring someone who is not dedicated or diligent enough to go through the process. So I do tell people before you can walk up to someone to mentor you, there must be a show of passion or interest that you as a mentee should have taken. When I mean show of passion of interest, you should be able to like show your passion to the mentor and let your mentor know that, oh, ma, I can do this, I can do that. I just need more clarity and more guidance. So that is it.
Okay, let's move it down to the real world life because talking about academic is go forward. Moving down to the labor market is something more far than this. So how can mentorship bridge the gap between academics and the real world experience?
Now, mentorship can actually bridge that gap. Let me explain. For instance, now taking a student now that is in school, going through life in school, and now as a mentor now. The mentor will let you understand that being in school is not just about your formal education. There are other educations or extracurricular activities you can learn. And these activities help because one thing a mentor does is to put you on track. A mentor is someone that sets the pace for you. So, as a mentor, your mentor has experienced something you have not experienced. So, the work of a mentor is to ensure that you're on track. So, when you are in school and you are balancing your academic, it's the right of your mentor to tell you that you don't live on your course of study alone, especially in the Nigeria that we are today. Nigeria does not entertain your course of study alone. You need to have other things you are doing. So mentorship will guide you on. Now, one thing mentorship do is builds influence. Mentorship builds influence. The influence you need to get on the right path, mentorship will give it to you. So that is why Every young person needs that influence. Now, if you are in school and you want to go to the real world, for instance, that CWest or IT thing that they do, most people always submit letter and they don't see companies to accept. But if you have a mentor and tell, oh ma, I want to do CWest in this, the power of influence, oh, this company, my daughter is coming here, someone I mentor is coming here, would grant you that access. And because you are flying in this present Nigeria, she's for me is better than I'm holding a first class degree. So that is why you need the power of mentorship, because that's what can bridge the gap. Everybody needs a person to
Well,
move.
thank you so much, sir. We cannot thank you so much, ma. We cannot just talk on that mentor. We should not discuss on important thing. So, what are the danger of wrong mentor, and how does we youth choose the right mentor?
See, there are a lot of tormentors in the world of today instead of mentors.
The mentor.
They are tormentors because what they do is they squeeze out the life out of you and not allowing you to achieve your own potential. Now, in life, you must be aware of people that are happy for your failures but sad for your success. There are a lot of people like that, that when you walk up to them, ah, ma, I have problem. Whenever you have problem, they're always in haste to give you a solution. But the moment you celebrate your wins, you will hear, is that what you did? What's so special about it? So what people know, a tormentor is a user, and a mentor is not a user. A tormentor is someone that always wants you to keep doing, keep doing, keep doing, and doesn't want to give back to you. In mentorship, it is a give and take. I should be able to give you my time, my resources, my energy, and my influence. But a tormentor just is that, ọmọ kékeré lọmọ yẹn, permit me to use Yoruba, please. Just say that this boy is a small boy. Let me just use him to get all the things I need to do. And when the real deal comes in, they won't let you know about it. They will prefer to give it to someone more expert. But when it's time for the small, small runs, they'll prefer to call you.
Okay, talking about mentorship, should we classify that our parents should be our mentorship or outsiders should be our mentorship?
Now, in the accurate order of life, your parent is your first mentor. Your parent is your first mentor. But only your parents cannot mentor you, because you are not destined to be only what your parents want you to be. You are destined to be what God wants you to be. So you need to break forth. It's like a plant. You can't plant a plant in a single spot and expect it to grow in that single spot. It has to move around. It has to occupy space. So you need to occupy space. And to occupy space, you don't need your parents alone. You need to meet people. You need people to put you on track. Your parents can't do everything. Your parents might not have the access your mentor can have. Your parents might not have the knowledge your mentor can have. Everybody has their own capacity. So in as much as it's good for your parents to be your number one mentor, but they cannot always be your mentor.
Okay, well, an address says a leader should lead by example. Can you just tell us the way you personally choose your mentor and what are the characteristics you see inside your mentor?
Okay. Before I can call someone my mentor, oftentimes I take my time to study the person. I would watch you categorically. Now, I do a 4-level analysis of anybody I would call my mentor, which is the physical, the spiritual, the mental, and the financial. I can't call you my mentor and we don't align spiritually. Probably we don't have the same spiritual belief. We would have issues, because me as a Christian and a strong believer, you don't expect me when I tell you, oh, I'm going to church and from church I'm going to stay late because of this, and probably because you want something from me, you tell me, can't you skip church? So that alignment must be there. You must be able to align with my spiritual goals. You must be able to align with my physical goals. You must be able to align with my mental goals. I don't need a mentor that would frustrate my mental health. In a world whereby the environment is toxic, we need happy people. We need people that can bring peace, not people that can frustrate. Some mentors will just call you and you keep doing the same thing and they'll make you feel like you are never good enough. And in that kind of way, they will cage you down to remain with only them. So you must make sure they align with your physical, your spiritual, your mental, and your financial. I cannot say I want to host a program and I can't walk up to my mentor. It is very wrong. As a mentor, I'm not saying you should place all your financial burdens on your mentor, but at the same time, your mentor should be able to cover up for you, because mentorship is like a covering. It's like a covering. They might not be able to give you a proper money finance, but trust me, they should be able to do something that it won't affect your finance. For instance, if you walk up to me when you want to host a program, I may not be able to say, "Oh, if fellow, take this cash," but I can be able to say, "I will give you it all for free," and that all definitely has reduced your cost. So that is the work of mentorship. So they are like coverings. So that's why before you need to check the alignment with your physical, your spiritual, your mental, and your financial. If they don't align in those four ways, I'm sorry, they are not qualified to be your mentor.
Well, that's good. I really appreciate that. Your financial, your mental, your spiritual, it's going a long way. So, how do you encourage the young people to seek guidance instead of struggling alone?
Now, before you can open up to someone, that's why I say you need to critically analyze the person you want to call your mentor. Because as young people, our greatest fear is opening up to someone who doesn't see things from our point of view or from our perspective. That's our greatest fear. But when you have the ability to, and you have analyzed the person, you would know that, oh, this person is who I truly want to be. I can be free with this person. Your mentor should be someone you are vulnerable with. So you can't do life alone. You need that one person you can always talk to, in good or bad. Mentorship is not only when it is good, even when it is bad, even when you are the lowest, even when you feel like you are not good enough. Let your mentor know, oh, I'm not good enough for this. I feel broken for this. Then your mentor should be able to encourage you to bring out the best in you, to be able to give you that push and drive. Because life is not a bed of roses. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be simple. There are times that you would have to disagree with your mentor on certain issues, but you should also have the discipline and the humility to always come back, apologize, and take to corrections. Because no matter the level of disagreement, they have the experience more than you, and they have the knowledge more than you.
Well, finally, we'll be rounding up today on mentorship. Hey, it's going a long way. You have to be humility, you have to be patient, you have to be respectful. Well, finally, what advice you have for people at home watching us live? That, oh, these are the things that, oh, if they are lack, maybe they lose interest on one mentor, or these are the things that they can re-strategize to make another real mentor.
Now, if you feel like you don't have a good mentor, I'll tell you to take a break. It's okay to take a break. Just ask yourself, what exactly do you want? You need to understand yourself before seeking out for a mentor. Ask yourself, what do I want? When you have a picture, you can work towards your picture. See, our mind, that's why you need the right mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, anybody can mentor you. Why? Because you don't have a fixed destination. It's like you are going to Agowoye, and because this is your first time, you just know you are going to Agowoye. When you ask, people will direct you. But when you don't know where you are going, but you want to leave your house, you will meet anybody that will say, oh, go to this way, go to this way, go to this way. So you need to first have the right mindset. Now, from the right mindset, you get to meet people that would, and you too, be humble enough to learn, be resourceful enough, because a mentor that wants to give you your time and energy, you should be able to reciprocate it. Don't be a parasite feasting on your mentors only.
Well, thank you so much. That is all for today about the power of mentorship. It's go a long way. It's go a long way. A mentor does not teach at all. It does not give advice. It directs you and make sure that you do the right thing. It does not compare, but it teaches you in a way that you try to understand. A lot of way to choose a mentor: physically, mentally, spiritually, financial. All is well. Choose the right mentor and also change your mindset. Those mindset you have, begin to change it. Oh, thank you so much for joining this program. I really appreciate my sister Blessed. I really appreciate you. Will make it as a sociologist because you're really emphasize each everyone. So thank you so much. If I just joining, this is Future Ambassador. And if you love this program, don't forget to join next time. Future Ambassador from 7:30 p.m. on this station in IJEBU. Don't forget, building today. Share it tomorrow.
You know this one. Sandalili.